Alright. It may be, I don't know, a weird time, but I was feeling like doing the ranged DPS role quest, so here I am. uh, yeah, let's get into it. So, general recap of the plan: do range physical DPS, and then next time I do role quests, do healer. My eyes deceive me. Master Conra, oh thank the kami. Lord Hien has requested assistance in the resolution of a most urgent matter, the hunt for a fell beast believed to be a blasphemy. Though we have made great strides in ensuring the safety of our people, we fear even our finest shinobi will be no match for this enemy, for it commands the skies of Noma. But as your talent for striking down foes at a distance is beyond compare, I can think of no one better to aid us in overcoming this adversary. Would be my pleasure, because I'm pretty much the only one available. Oh, God may be praised. I shall inform Lady Yuguri that she may receive you at the Doman Enclave. Safe travels, Master Kumra. Yay! Udoma. It is good to see you, Conra. While we received word that you of all people had answered our call, I could scarcely believe it. Yet here you are. Sup. Lord Hien will be pleased for this reunion. If you would wait here a moment. Well, well, that the kami should guide your steps to our door once more. Such fortuitous timing. Pray forgive me for not affording you a hero's welcome. Time is not on our side. Not long after receiving word of men transforming into hideous beasts in Thavner, a similar creature was born of a woman in Sari. After attacking another villager, it took to the skies and fled, though to where we know not. An all too cruel twist of fate, for the one slain was among the prisoners returned to us in that deplorable exchange with Asahi and the Empire. Ah! Just when they had at last begun their life back together. Damn it. Friggin' ass had at it again. Blasphemy cannot be stopped. Alas, our foe is one to keep to the skies, well beyond the reach of our samurai and shinobi. Thus did we seek the aid of those proficient in ranged combat, able to pluck the beast from the heavens. Of course, martial prowess alone will not solve our problems. Others have turned into weaker, but no less gruesome abominations, as was the case in Thavner, and their numbers increase by the day. From what I understand, this phenomenon is not unlike a sickness which spreads by feeding on fear and anxiety, emotions which, of late, can be found in abundance. Oh, I just realized that this thing is not picking up audio from the game. That's my bad. I forgot that I forgot to charge my headphones last night, so I had to switch to a different set. But I forgot to think around with my There we go. My bad. And anyway, continuing. Slaying the beast means nothing if the people's hearts cannot be put at ease. Lord Hien! Ah, jeez. Oh, God. You have to help. The villagers, they... Sir, please, calm yourself. Tell us what happened. Another has been turned into mine, my lord. For a blessing, no one was harmed when the beast flew into a rage, but people are in a panic. Fear what may happen next. Oh, there could be more transformations. It would seem we have even less time than I thought. Worry not, I will see to the beast. As of yet, there is no cure for this affliction, but we will save what lives we can, I promise you. Trust you are ready to join the fray. It was last seen near the glittering basin. Come, I will show you. The beast was right here, I swear it. I thank you for leading us here, but it is not safe. Please return to your village. Bye. Just split up if we're to have any chance of finding it. Conrad, would you see to the west? I will search in the north. You agree? I leave the east to you. If you find it, remember, these blasphemies are no longer people. They will not hesitate to strike you down, so you mustn't either. Now, let us not waste any more time. Do that. Unfortunate, but still. So far, the people that once were when they transformed are not there anymore. Ah, fuck. Okay. My dance ready. Getting my groove on. My groove of death. Oh, honey, you're still alive? Oh, jeez. Okay. Yeah, we're probably still good. Hello, child. 8. Oh, you're alright. We heard shouting and came as fast as we could. It would appear Conrad arrived not a moment too soon. Why did you kill my brother? Oh, fuck. Oh, how do we explain this? So you see, kid, your brother. Young man, that creature was not your kin. Not anymore. Had he not laid it to rest, it would have killed you. Countless others. Your heart cries out for one to blame. Let it be me. The beast was slain at my behest. It was the only way. Sorry, just its face scrunching up even more. Just no, you're wrong. You killed him. I hate you. Yeah, oh my god. Hey, you, oh god, what's your name again? Issei, alright. Issei? What are you doing here? Searching for Tombo, though clearly you found him first. The monster was his older brother, as you may have guessed, and Tombo gave chase the moment it ran off. Beg you forgive him for his outburst. His brother was all he had left. Their father was conscripted by the Empire and was regrettably not among those returned to us in recent exchange of prisoners. The hope they might one day be reunited was their only comfort when the Viceroy still ruled. I can only imagine how they felt when she walked into Isari, shadow of her former self. Duyu may have had no memories of the monster she was, but her victims still see her in her dreams. Nevertheless, like many, the brothers prayed your mercy would see their family restored. But then they learnt of her death and of their father's absence. Deprived of hope and of hate all at once, they had nothing. My apologies for rambling. It's fine. I ramble all the time. I feel that. No, it is a rather enlightening tale. I spared the woman who brought him pain and took the brother who brought him comfort. I would hate me too. I swear I will set things right for Tombo, for all the people of Doma. Please return home, Issei, and be safe. If Issei or his sister transforms, I'm gonna be pissed, okay? Let them have a happy ending, please. Let us return to the Doman Enclave. This ordeal has given me much to consider. Oh my god. Hey, pray return to the Doman Enclave. I owe you a great debt for your timely assistance. An apology for I've made you an executioner in young Tombo's eyes. But that I had been the one he witnessed cut down the beast his brother had become. We haven't the time to dwell on regrets that should have been. No, we need to take action. After hearing of Tombo and his brother, I believe I know what must be done. A great many of our brothers and sisters were returned to us in the prisoner exchange. Even so, there are those who yet remain lost to us. Meanwhile, Yotsuyu, who was directly responsible for much of our people's suffering, was never held to account for her crimes. In death, she claimed vengeance for her suffering at the hands of her brother, but it came at the expense of justice for her countless victims. Oop, almost choked on my spit. People of Doma have every right to resent me for failing them in their grief. But what of those who cannot bring themselves to do even that, who are left alone in their anger and their pain? They may well give way to despair, and then they would share the same fate as Tombo's brother, yes. Which is why we must needs consider who else might share in his anger, ere we find ourselves beset by more beasts. I will begin making rounds of the villages to inquire after those whom their neighbors believe are more distressed of late. Very good. I and the other shinobi shall continue our search for the blasphemy which set these events in motion. You, my friend, you will have need of your talents again ere long. Rest assured we will keep you apprised of our findings. Findings that we have for right now. Honor. We have yet to ascertain the whereabouts of the blasphemy from Isari, but for a blessing, we have received no reports of those that have returned. Lord Hien, for his part, has made a concerted effort to go about the villages and converse with his subjects directly. I suspect his constant presence has served to allay the people's fears. As one might expect, he has ever been dedicated and diligent, but I fear he has been away overlong. I thought to go and visit what should have been his last destination, Isari. Might I ask you to accompany me? Okay. Thank you. I am sure there is no cause for concern, but nevertheless, I should be glad to find him quickly. Alrighty. Who's sorry again? Oh, it's the fishing place. Okay. Then it'll be technically faster if I go to Mumbai. And then move locations. Yeah. Hello, little sightseeing log spot. Don't mind if I do. Nice. Hey, we found Hien. Onra, Yugi. My apologies if I gave you cause for concern. Assessing the state of affairs here in Isari has proven difficult. To put it simply, the people, one and all, refuse to speak with me. They simply bow their heads and turn away at my approach. Knowing the blasphemy originated here, I cannot help but wonder if that has aught to do with silence. Perhaps you could attempt to engage with the people in my stead. Surely they have no cause to deny the two of you. Should hope not. Nevertheless, I will don a disguise, lest I draw undue attention. Come, Grona, let's see what we can discover. Thank you, both of you. Do I not need a disguise? Okay. Found one. Blasphemy? You are mistaken, my friend. Our village was visited not by a monster, but a kami. He's a nami. Where Lord Hien is cold and callous, she offers us boundless compassion and love. What? Hold up. What? My brother in Christ, that is not a fucking kami. That is a blasphemy, and you are going to die. Okay. Hello. Aye, that's right. The blasphemy was born of a young woman here in Isari. Tragic, really. Every day she prayed for the safe return of her husband, but it was not to be. If I am to be honest, I fear the lost drove her poor stepmother mad. Ise has ever been a devout believer in the kami and their blessings. She somehow convinced herself that Minato has become one. The delusions of a grieving parent, obviously, but an alarming number of people have come to share in her belief. Heresy is what it is. I mean, from what I've seen in certain fantasy Vatican, heresy, not a term to be used lightly. I'll just go with fucking delusion. What the hell? Y'all good? I owe a great debt to Lord Hien. Not for him, I would still be fighting under the Imperial standard. The village suffered dearly under the occupation. More, our Lord failed to punish the Viceroy for her crimes. Failed to reunite many with their loved ones. I understand why some would think poorly of him, even if I do not. Okay, so... Give me a sec. Silence, Brand. Sorry about that. Anyway. I see. Little wonder they would refuse to confide in me. The belief held by some that this blasphemy is a kami, however, is quite concerning. Izanami presides over life and death. She gave birth to the nation of Doma, and ushers souls departed unto the land of the dead. I trust you understand what it would mean to deny them a source of hope in such dark times. One such as this. The villagers also claim this Kisei can speak with the dead. In fact, she will be holding a gathering to demonstrate her powers ere long. Perfect opportunity to gauge the extent of their fanaticism. Not for me, of course. My presence would draw undue attention. Might I ask you both to attend in my stead? Okay. The followers will be gathering in the tavern. Come. Oh, no. Straight to cutscene. Okay. Oh, jeez. O spirits of Asari, I beseech you, lend me your voice and let your presence be known. Cross the veil and be among us once more. Mogus? What the fuck? Kids. Father? Still tending the nets. Todd. Yes, Father. Every day. Thanks to you, we never want for fish. Our bellies are never empty. I am proud to be your son. I was always too embarrassed to tell you before, but I proud of Father to ever be blessed. Sees to. Oh! It hurts. Father, what's wrong? What the fuck? What the hell? He is in terrible pain, my child. Those who have cheated death's design yet live. It has disrupted the natural order. Spirits suffer for it. What must we do to ease their pain? Fear not. Izanami shall put all to right. Proclaim the souls not long for this world. Deliver them unto the hereafter. When her work is finished, your father's spirit and all the others find peace. Creepy, what the fuck? Y'all fuckers really buying this shit? Can you find my father? Can you help me speak with him? Ah, the kid. Hello. Kisei, you commune with my husband. What about my family? Help me, Kisei, please. Ah. God. this is a dangly danged fuck. So, is Kisei's ability all that she claims? I don't know. The young man spoke with his dearly departed father through her. I find that rather hard to believe. Even so, those in attendance appeared quite convinced, my lord. I suspect a great many of the villagers I've spoken with recently are as well. Everywhere I went, the people were in so much pain. There was nothing I could do or say to give them solace. But for all their anguish, there has not been a single report of villagers turning since the incident with Tombo's brother. She can only meet word of Kisei, and her ability to speak with the deceased has spread. The belief we can commune with our loved ones in death is a comfort far beyond my pride. Though I fail to see how the people would abide the kami claiming instant lives to restore order. I don't know who the fuck is talking, so we're going with that. Me. Here. We... Oh shit. Lord the kami, she appeared as if from nowhere, and the next instance, this poor man was... So we were too late. No! It was a villager guy that liked us! Wasn't one of the villagers returned in the prisoner exchange? You recognize him then? Curious that he and the blasphemy's first victim were former conscripts. What could the fiend be after, I wonder? It has not become, my lord, to speak ill of the kami. I understand you are come to investigate the rumors of a monster born in our village. A blasphemy, you called it. But you are sorely mistaken. My stepdaughter, Minato, was chosen to serve as a vessel for Izanami. I witnessed her ascension with mine own eyes. Yay! There we go. As soon as she said that she was there, I was just like, okay, time for the echo. Flat migraine, let's go. Minato, please! Can't. I won't. No logic in it. No justice. Witch of Doma spared, given a second chance. My husband condemned to die as a conscript. I'll never know what became of him. Lord Hien can't give me even that. When I look at the families he made whole, at their happiness, feel the hole in my heart, a gaping wound that will never heal, begin to bleed. Ah, shit. Only at my beloved's side will I find peace. You mustn't lose faith, Minato. All will be well. Trusting the kami. It is a Nami. want to believe. Oh! The fuck? Izanami has come to bring peace to the souls of the departed, to restore balance between their world and ours. Surely you would not dare defy the will of the kami. This balance you speak of has claimed the lives of 2 innocents but recently returned to us. I will not accept that the kami would condone such cruelty. No crueler than the sight of Yotsuyu free and forgiven. When my husband and son fought the Garlemald's wars, now dead and forgotten in a foreign land. With all due respect, Lord Hien, is it not your duty to protect Joma and her people? How are we to place our faith in the man who places the enemy's safety and well-being above that of his own subjects? God damn it. Only the kami are deserving of our adoration, as they have always been. The villagers are no doubt loath to ask it of me, but preparations must be made for burials and funeral rites. I can offer that much at least. You seemed distracted during our conversation with Kisei. Is something the matter? Yeah, dude, I got a plot migraine and stuff. Oogly moogly, it's gone to shit. The echo. The blasphemy was indeed born of her stepdaughter. To bear witness to such horror, how her mind must have struggled to comprehend what she saw. And as a woman of faith, perhaps her only surviving family becoming one with the divine was the only reality with which she could come to terms. I believe I know now what must be done, but I pray her fervor does not drive her to oppose us. Come, let us return to the Enclave. We return to the Enclave. What you told me of your vision, the nature of Minato's despair, as well as the focus of her ire, is clear. It's plain she was a good-natured and kind-hearted woman, grieving for the loss of her husband. This loss alone may not have been enough to turn her, but my failure to hold Yotsuyu together with the sight of other families reunited, pounded the turmoil of her broken heart. The path to despair paid by my good intention. Truth that will weigh heavy on my conscience into my dying day. Minato was prepared to die in sadness rather than live in hatred. If she could see the beast she has become, she would implore us to stop her. Which is why we must find the others who were returned to us in the prisoner exchange before they come to harm. Once their safety is assured, we may hunt down the blasphemy and bring it close to this tragedy. We're only at level 86 though. We're nowhere near the end. Ah, Konra. If you are come to ask up to the blasphemy, I have naught to share. As of yet, our shinobi have seen no sign of the beast. The returnees, however, are all accounted for, and Lord Hien has seen them safely to the king. As such, he is presently assisted with the fight. For a blessing, there have been no reports of other villagers returning yet. Before the situation takes a turn for the worse, there is a matter I feel warrants further investigation. Kisei. Though a villager of Isari, I suspect she may, in fact, hail from my home, Suinosato. Knowing they would be loath to answer my inquiries, I entreated the Kojin to contact Suinosato instead. Hear tell of it, Princess Kurenai has made great strides in establishing stronger ties with the outside world. As mention of Kisei, however, that cordial warmth turned strangely cold. We are to learn more. I fear we have little choice but to go and speak with the people of Suinosato ourselves. Simple visit for you, I imagine, but my banishment complicates matter. That said, it has been many years since I left my home. Were I to disguise myself, I might well go unnoticed in company, if you are willing to take the risk. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll risk it for the biscuit. Thank you. Let us make for Onokoro, then. Oh! By the pirate town. Oh, it's the old, disguise she had back in the Realm Reborn. The garments I wore when we first met. Sufficient, I think, to conceal my identity. How many years has it been since I last saw my... I don't know how long it's been for you. I am a shinobi of Doma, even as a child, I sought to ensure the safety and survival of Suinosato. I was quite bold in those days, if not a touch reckless. Together with the other children, I often ventured beyond the borders of home. We yearned for adventure, so one day we sought to behold the wonders of Doma. Imagine our horror to discover a city of ash. Imperial soldiers marching through the streets. We fled at the sight, but in my haste, I lost my way in the bamboo. It was there I first met a young boy named Shun. A sweaty mess as he swung his wooden sword with reckless abandon, training to fulfill his duty as a samurai, he said. Having seen the destruction of which the Empire was capable, I too felt the need to protect my home. I joined him in his exercises, and every day my resolve to protect those I love grew. Aww. She and he knew each other when they were kids. Sadly, my elders refused to listen. They were content to remain hidden beneath the waves, and hopefully the Empire's notice. With a heavy heart, I left in search of the strength I believed we sorely needed. I found it as a shinobi. People feared war and conflict would follow on my heels should I return. I do not begrudge them their decision, or do I regret mine own. Part of me is overjoyed at the thought of seeing home again. Openly defying the wishes of the Ruby Princess, however, would bode ill for my family. They have suffered enough for my transgressions. This is why, for their sake, I would remain naught but a faceless shinobi at your employ. Okay. Thank you. That in mind, let us make for Suinosato. Oh, we're just already here. All these years, yet naught appears to have changed since the day I left. Now is not the time to reminisce. We have work to do. Kisei's departure from Suinosato was likely decades ago. Perhaps the village elders will know why she chose to leave. Yugiri is now accompanying you. Yay! Also, God, it has been a long time since we've seen that outfit. Jeez. All the way back in post-Rumble Born. You say? The name sounds familiar, and yet... Apologies, friend. My memory is not what it once was. Let us seek out another. Okay. Ooh. My, it has been quite some time since I last heard that name. She was a priestess of the village, vanished after drawing the ire of the former Ruby Princess. What has become of her after all these years, I wonder? Please, is there anything else you can tell us? Yanagi was quite close with her, if memory serves. Perhaps you should seek her out. Mother, I had hoped to avoid my parents, but there is no other way. Honora, might I ask you to take the lead? Okay. Time to go visit Yugiri's mom! Mama! I just couldn't know. And now he's dead, no more. It's good to see you again. What do we owe the honor of your visit? Ukise. Ukise. Yes, we were close, but that was a long, long time ago. Still, if I can be of assistance to the man to whom we owe so much, I will share all I know. Issei was born to a family of priests, and even at an early age she was possessed of extraordinary abilities. Much was expected of her, but everything changed the day she said she could speak to the dead. No one believed her at first. She continued to insist she could. Strove to prove it by demonstrating knowledge well beyond her years, knowledge of events to which she could not have. Word of her talent eventually reached the Ruby Princess. She was summoned to Shisui of the Violet Tides for a private audience. No one knows what Kisei said to her in the palace, only that the princess was incandescent with rage, ordered her exiled from the cliff. Some believed Kisei revealed a terrible secret of the royal house, perhaps spoke a blatant falsehood that proved her a liar. Indeed, the knowledge she claimed to divine from the dead was not always truthful. But who is to say the dead would know the truth or not seek to deceive? Thus could we never be certain if it was simply a fantasy or a power divine. The one thing that is certain is that no small number of people found comfort in her words. For that I could tell you more, but sadly I have not seen or spoken to Kisei since her banishment. Forgive me, but have we met your companion before? He looks familiar. You know, while part of me thinks there might be a comedic response to this, we're respecting Yugi's boundaries and we're not going to out her. I believe this is the first time our humble shinobi has visited Sui no Sato. Ah, is that so? For the briefest of moments, you reminded me of someone quite dear to my heart. Being a shinobi, I presume you have heard tales of Yugiri Mistwalker. Should you chance to meet her, may I ask you to deliver her message? Tell her that her mother and father love her. We could not be more proud of her. Aww. Aww. I will. I have no doubt she feels the same. Not a day goes by without you in her thoughts. Oh. I believe we have heard enough. Shall we return to Onokoro? Damn onion cutting ninjas. Get up. No, not this beat. Damn ninjas cutting onions. My apologies for placing you in so peculiar a situation. I must confess, it did my heart good to see Mother and Father well. All the more reason I must do all I can to keep the peace. As a shinobi of Doma, nor as a member of the Eastern Alliance. Mayhap there will come a day when Sui no Sato opens to the world. A day when Yugi Mistwalker can be reunited with her father. That Lord Hien could be afforded the same opportunity. But Lord Kyan and Lady Mina have long since passed. Too many lives lost in occupation. I cannot imagine he would ever succumb to despair. But make no mistake, Lord Hien knows the pain of his people all too well. I see it in his eyes, and if I may be honest, it troubles me at times. But perhaps I have said too much. Come, you mustn't keep him waiting. Return to the Dome and Enclave. Welcome back. I trust your journey proved an enlightening one. That's one way of describing it. So she does in fact hail from Sui no Sato. You say she has possessed these divine gifts since childhood. Genuine or no, the people believe her. More flock to her side with every passing day. But the returnees are safe at the Kienkan. Its defense is bolstered. As for the blasphemy, I have spoken with our Confederate allies, among others. And together we will establish a network of contacts across the length and breadth of Doma to take up the search in earnest. Mark my words, we will find it. Okay, 3 more, let's go. You've arrived not a moment too soon. The blasphemy has been sighted on the coast. For mercy, there are no reported casualties as of yet. Just the man I was hoping to see. No sooner had we cast wide our net than a Confederate messenger was at our door. You would join us? Rasho awaits our arrival at Onokoro. Well now, the noble Lord of Doma should be come in person once again. Mayhap these blasphemies truly are. Indeed they are. And as I was told that you and your sighted our quarry quite recently. I can't read. God. Jeez. Aye, we did. Near the islands of Shoal Rock. The beast appeared to be docile by all accounts, but appearances can be deceiving. If it is as you say, and this blasphemy has eyes only for former conscripts, then we have naught to fear. I trust those we accepted into our care are still in yours at the CanCon, enjoying the finest Doma hospitality. Anyway, I know not why I came to the Ruby Sea, nor why it remains idle. But if we act quickly, there is a chance we can take it unawares. Suppose we divide our forces. If you're willing to go ashore, we'll take a ship and circle around the island. For us to find it, we'll have the honor of the kill. A simple enough plan. Will we be off to Shoal Rock then? Why is my brain like switching around letters or just This is where the blasphemy was last sighted. If the fates are kind, this will all be over soon. Right? Oh, that's it. Oh! There should be. Hello. Speed. I doubt even my falcons could keep pace with it. Ah, don't tell me that the blasphemy's flying off into the distance. I hoped the ill will it bore me in life might compel the beast to stay and fight. Perhaps less of Minato remains, I thought. Minato? That monstrosity was Minato. You knew her? Family tried to flee to Hingashi during the occupation, but the ship was raided and sunk. When we happened upon the wreckage, she was huddled between her parents on a piece of flotsam, desperate to keep warm. They had long since grown cold. We took her to Onokuro, where we nursed her back to health. Couldn't imagine what horrors she must have witnessed. Mere sight of our weapons was enough to make her start screaming. She was clearly unfit for our trade, so we sought a village that might take her in. Sorry was that village. Several months later, I chanced to meet her on this very beach. She was in the company of a young Ori fisherman. I knew at once she had found more than a home there. I saw them here many times after that. She found something comforting about this place, I think. According to the reports from Matsuhan, the memories and desires of those who turn can influence their behavior as blasphemies. Perhaps Minato's memories are what compelled the beast to come here. That would also explain its timid nature. Mindito was never one for violence. At the sight of you, blade drawn, no doubt stirred what little of the woman remains in the monster. If that is the case, an assault on the Kiankon is unlikely, guarded as it is by our samurai. But how are we to fight an enemy so quickly to flee at the first sight of danger? Fault of their parents, her husband, our life. Would rather we didn't have to at all. But I understand full well the risk we take by doing nothing. If we catch sight of the blasphemy again, you will be the first to know. Perhaps next time we can put her soul to rest.
Yeah, about that,
There's not really anything left of the soul. There's no soul left to rest. Anyway... With naught to do now but bide our time. Come, let us return to the Enclave. We return to the Dolmen Enclave. It was a pretty quick quest. There's literally just go places and talk. Given what we have learned, it seems likely that the blasphemy will return the Soul Rock. That knowledge will avail us not if we cannot prevent it from escaping. Back.
Lord Hien, on behalf of the people of Isari, we are come with a request.
We welcome you with open arms and open hearts. What is it you would ask him?
Those returned to us in the prisoner exchange have been granted shelter at the Kiankon. That they yet live is an affront to the Kami's grand design, and the spirits of your loved ones suffer. Balance must needs be restored, and so I beseech you to render them unto the goddess Izanami.
Stupid. You're stupid, lady. Fucking dumb. Absolutely not. It's not our place to pray for the death of others, nor draw steel to sate mere bloodlust. When I take a life, be it by my command or my own hand, I do so not in service to vengeance, but to uphold my duty to Doma and her people.
How did your mercy for Yotsu serve your duty? How were your people made better by the sight of her walking?
For her crimes and her cruelty, I cut her down the day we took Doma Castle. I sought to kill her, and by rights she should have died then and there. But the Kami willed otherwise, and returned her to us alive and bereft of her memories. With no recollection of her deeds, it would have been Tsuyu who faced punishment, not Yotsuyu. This was my judgment, and for it you were denied the justice you deserved. You have every right to resent me. But you come before me and ask that I sacrifice men and women whose only crime was to suffer, be condemned to a life of servitude. You truly believe your cause to be sacrosanct. Believe yourselves fit to bear the burden and swing the sword. Step forward.
Sophistry and lies! They were meant to die. The spirits demand it.
Are these the words of the dead or the living who yet mourn?
Yeah. Rosetsu! Rosetsu!
Does he have his hair back? He does not. Rosetsu is still bald Setsu. Still. I was hoping I'd see him again, but like,
oh fuck, hold on. Goddamn onion ninjas in Doma. Ah. Ah.
Word of the Isari priestess and her gifts are spread far and wide.
and I thought to see the truth of it myself. By coincidence, I crossed paths with a traveler hailing from the self-same village, who had a mind to return as well, but alas could not. So he bid me deliver a missive in his stead. Judging by the striking resemblance, I take it you are the young picture Akitu.
This is a letter from my father. He was severely wounded in battle, but expects to make a full recovery.
Oh. Oh!
If his dad's not dead, then what the fuck has Kisei been communing with? He's alive, but that would mean... Oh, awkward.
Surely a woman of your talents can divine a plausible explanation for this turn of events. You shall pay for this contumely. My daughter will make certain of that. Lady, what the fuck?
Setsu, he's back.
Apologies for the abrupt and otherwise unannounced arrival. As you can see, my Lord Hien, I am returned.
Oh, glad am I for it. Thanks to your timely arrival, we have given the lie to Kisei's claims of preternatural powers. I gather you are apprised of recent events.
Aye. It did not take long to learn the state of affairs here in Doma, and that my assistance may be required. I had heard tales of Kisei channeling the dead, including the father of one fisherman. Imagine my surprise when I saw the spirit in the flesh. He was also on a pilgrimage, paying respects to the departed, and we chanced to meet at the Liberation Front Infirmary. Well, that we were not brought back together under such circumstances, but I am glad to see you all hale and hearty.
Oh, you too, bud. Fuck. So many onions. Ah. Damn ninjas. Yuguri be fucking cutting onions in the background. Ah, it's the kid. Hi.
Tonbo, is something the matter?
I wish to apologize, Lord Hien. It was wrong of me to say the things I said. I understand nothing can bring back my father, but I was so angry,
Please, Tombo, you needn't apologize.
It's just... my brother was always so brave. My father's death was more than he could bear, and it turned him into that monster. If he wasn't brave enough, what chance do I have? We wanted to perform the rites for father, but the body was never returned to us, so... Not that I blame you for that, Lord Hien. I understand nothing could be done. Okay, bye.
That Akitsu's father survived is nothing short of a miracle, but I fear he is indeed the rare exception. I have offered prayers at more graves than I can count. It would be cruel to give others the false hope that their loved ones might return. And yet, Kisei continues to do just that, offering comfort with her lies. A tempting but ephemeral balm for wounds that have yet to heal. Much like the anger some harbor for you, or resentment for the families restored while theirs remain broken. But for those like that poor boy whose hearts lack for hatred, who know only sadness and despair.
Aye, they too may turn.
Exposing the truth of Kisei's deception hasn't helped matters. If we are to prevent more suffering, we must pursue a lasting solution. I would be most grateful for your counsel, Kosetsu. There is much I could learn from your pilgrimage. If there is aught you require, but say the word and it shall be done. It is the least I can do for the part I played in Yotsuyu's tragedy. I failed her in the end, but I will not fail you, my lord.
Again, thank you again for your aid, Konra. Today's events have given me much to consider. When our next step is decided, you will be first to know.
Damn.
Good times. Gosetsu's back!
Alright. Agree? Fill me in.
Oh, the chowder. Regrettably, there have been no sightings of the blasphemy since our first encounter at Shoal Rock. As tons to be surmised, it seems to fear confrontation. We, for our part, have tried to make good use of this intervening calm. Even now, Lord Hien and Gosetsu discuss how we might prevent other villagers from turning. If you would wait here a moment, he would no doubt wish to hear your thoughts on the matter. Konra, so glad you could come. As Yugiri no doubt explained, the blasphemy continues to elude us, and so we have turned our attention to other matters we can and should address. After long discussions and much deliberation, we believe we have found a means to allay the growing malaise of our people. If you would, Gosetsu? The idea came to us after considering young Tombo's remarks about his father, whose body was never found and returned to Doma. Others no doubt share in his melancholy, unable to bury and mourn their loved ones as is their right. But simply, they cannot make peace with their loss. Their anguish is, if left to linger, may consume them as well. As we might provide the people of Doma with comfort and closure, we will hold a national funeral at the Swallow's Compass. Those who choose to attend will be asked to present personal effects of the deceased they wish to be enshrined there. Spirits reside in all things, be they living or inanimate, and though we may die, a part of us lives on in the items we cherish most in life. Therefore, if, in lieu of remains, these belongings will be afforded a place in the royal mausoleum, the spirits of those lost to us may find their way home to Doma, and at last know peace. The announcement has already been made, and a great many people are now engaged in the difficult task of deciding which keepsake will serve as their offering. Wow. So many S's. It's not a decision to be made lightly, but I suspect they will have made up their minds by the time we go to collect their chosen tokens. I also hope to learn more about the departed from those willing to speak with me, for my benefit and for theirs. To break free from their sorrow, they must seek joy in the memories and the love they shared with the departed, and I will help them find it. Might the Liberator of Doma be willing to favor the people with his presence as well? I doubt they will appreciate the gesture. Yeah, okay. Good. Yugiri, I leave the people of Isari to you. Gosetsu, might I ask you too? Apologies, my lord, but there is a small but most urgent matter I must first attend to. Very well, I shall not pry. Now, Konra, let us go and pay a visit to the good people of Namai. Alrighty. going to Namai, we going to Namai. That's the wrong teleportation location. There we go, Namai. Whoops. Right then. Before we begin, I would remind you that you need only listen to the tale of their loved ones. But as overseer of the ceremony, I see it as my duty to deliver their effects personally. Because of this, it is of the utmost importance that we keep clear of any beast that might damage our cargo. It goes without saying how important it is that their offerings are delivered in pristine condition. And I will be no good to you in a fight while heavily encumbered. If stealth or flight are not options, I must ask that you fight for us both. But I needn't worry unless the occasion arrives. For now, let us be off. Hey, Hien is now accompanying you. Let's go. Hello, bereaved woman. Yep. My husband, my dear sweet Moroya, never returned from Garlemald, but perhaps now his soul might know peace. Please, take this painting brush to the swallow's compass. You got it, lady. I shall handle it with the utmost care. Might we trouble you to tell us more about your husband? Moroya was a kind and gentle soul. There was nothing he loved more in the world than to create. The brush never left his side, not even when he tended the fields. Any spare moment was dedicated to his craft, and he produced the most beautiful, most wonderful vistas of Yangsha. It was his dream to take us to Kagane, where he would become a famous artist, until he was conscripted. In the early days, he would send drawings of the places they took him, though I know not how. But more time began to pass between each arrival, and then they stopped coming altogether. Damn. I know not in what far-flung land he died, but I pray it was as beautiful as his works. Aww. He sounds like quite a man, to hold fast to his art even when forced to endure such hardship. His soul will find peace, of that I have no doubt. Next, grieving elder. Let's go. I must thank you again, Lord Hien, for this honor. My son would have been overjoyed to know that his katana would be enshrined at the Swallow's compass. Nay, the honor is mine. I'm sure your son was a fine warrior. Aye, and so was I once upon a time. A samurai, as it happens. In service to your father when the Empire first invaded our lands. Though we were defeated, our spirits broken, my son Mototui was never one to lose hope. He was determined to follow in my footsteps, gave his everything to honing his skill with the blade. When I watched him train, I felt the pride I thought I'd forsaken swell in my breast, and I knew he would restore our family to its former glory. Alas. He could have fled, perhaps started life anew as a vagabond of some sort, but he bore the burden and fought for Garlemald, in fear of what the Imperials might do if he did not. It's plain he was a loving son and a warrior true. I will care for his blade as if it were my own, and see it given the honor and respect due a samurai of Doma. Aww. Okay, next. Where are you, Liz? Hi, it's the kid. Hi, Tombo. How you doing? realize it's quite large, but I wanted to offer this on behalf of my brother and our father, Suzuhiro. It's a jar. If you are willing, I would very much like to hear more about them both. My father, he was a carpenter. He was a good man, if a bit stubborn, always thinking about his work. The only time he ever seemed to enjoy himself was when he had a cup of sake in his hand. And my brother came of age. He took up the trade as well. It brought them closer. I'd see them laughing over drinks together or listening in silence to the crickets singing under the moonlight. I wanted to join them one day. This was their favorite sake. I thought they might miss it. I'm sure it will taste all the sweeter having come from you. Aww. Yugiri, stop cutting onions, damn it! I realize no one can ever replace your brother or father, but if you will allow, I would be honored to share drinks with you in their stead. When you are of age, of course. Aww. Should be everything. Would you join me for a short reprieve before the journey back? Okay. Yugiri, stop cutting onions, damn it! They put on brave faces, but the people of Namai are still racked with grief. It is the same at every village I have visited in recent days, but it is only now that I am struck by the contradictory nature of my goals. Having joined the Eastern Alliance and taken steps to revitalize the Enclave, I believe Doma was at last on the path to peace and prosperity. I still do. Yet by focusing so keenly on the future, I have neglected the past that yet haunts my people. Even if they do not give in to despair, and become beasts that plague our lands like poor Tombo's brother, how are we to truly move forward if we are constantly looking back? You speak of their haunted past, Lord Tien, but what of yours? Me? All things considered, I suppose it was only a matter of time before the subject was broached. He cuts to the heart of the matter, and the young lord. For the best, I think I should, for he cannot lead by example if he has not yet made peace with his own past. Oh, Kosetsu! You have your sword with you? 1,000 apologies, my lord. I was passing through, tending to the matters of which I spoke earlier, when I chanced to hear familiar voices in the distance. If I may be so bold, the people of Doma, one and all, understand the source of your pain. To lose your father in the turmoil of a failed rebellion is staggering duty to the throne thrust upon you. Aye, how could you even begin to mourn when you first had to lead? It would behoove you to take part in the feud right, my lord. Take this time to make peace with your past while it is still yours to spend. Though unlikely, if not impossible, were you to become a monster as well, Doma would surely be lost. I thank you for your counsel, Kosetsu. But if I may ask, why is it you keep your blade at the ready? I thought this personal matter of yours to be naught but a trifle. Or am I mistaken? Well, I find the katana a superior tool for peeling persimmons. Speaking of which, I do believe my stomach begs for sustenance, if you'll excuse me. Is bro peeling and cutting persimmons with his fucking sword? Training. To help slay the blasphemy, no doubt. Oh. fitting that he should offer me counsel, yet refuse to heed it in kind. He is not the warrior he once was, but he is wise, our obstinate friend. If I am to be perfectly honest, it frightens me to recall it, the moment it all came crashing down. We'd taken Doma Castle. Victory was ours. Then we looked out and saw the banners of the 12th Legion marching towards us. The crowned princess. The prince at the fore. Not princess. Princess Xenotia Galvus, please. Someone's probably drawn that. New speedrun unlocked. How much scrolling down the fucking Xenos tag on Tumblr will it take before finding a Princess Xenos? Anyway, Crown Prince at the fore, jeez. No sooner had Gosetsu and I escaped than we received word that Xenos had slain my father. I remember how the fight went out of Gosetsu in an instant, how he wept from his lord, while I felt the weight of the profound duty bear down upon my shoulders. Crushing, suffocating, the heat of my own breath, the chill of my clammy palms. The duty demanded I master my emotions. When all those around me, Gosetsu included, were consumed by anger and a thirst for vengeance, I had to be in control. Under my orders, we dispersed and fled to fight another day. Damn. To this day, I have not stopped to reflect on my father's death. How could I, devoted as I am to finding Doma's... I did not read that right. Let me try again. How could I, devoted as I am to finding Doma's way forward? But now I must. And so, having taken you into my confidence, would you see this through with me to journey's end? Yeah? The keepsake I would offer up for the funeral is hidden in a place not easily reached. You will have to fly there, I'm afraid, but worry not. My Yol will ferry us. Just a moment. Bird. A bird. The place we seek is Plum Spring in the mountains. Shall we? Alrighty. Will we mount? Oh god, sorry. Right, Plum Spring was in the Stormblood Ninja questline, I think. My parents would bring me here for Hanami as a child. Its beauty and serenity was such that I could forget the realities of the occupation. Oh god, this music. Indeed, some of my fondest memories of family are here, which is precisely why I chose this place to conceal the singular gift my father bequeathed to me as a child. We need a monkey! It's a little monkey plush. Charming, is it not? The great auspice Chichian Dashun, said to reside somewhere along the Dairu chain. Oh yeah, I kicked his ass. A lot. In those days, anyone and everyone knew the tales of his prowess. helpless boy that I was, I once even tried to seek him out, hoping he might help us. I buried it here shortly after my coming-of-age ceremony. It seemed a fitting place to both part with my childhood and offer a final goodbye to my mother. More a keepsake of mine than his, to be sure, but he was never a man of worldly possessions. Still, I suspect he would allow himself a rare smile if he were to see it again after all these years. That is precisely how I wish to bid him farewell. With a smile. I should go without saying I would prefer it not become known that I kept this doll here. Wouldn't want the children to grow jealous now, would we? Of course. And with that, I believe it is time we return to the Enclave. I return to the Enclave as Yugiri continues cutting onions in the background. God damn it. Yugiri, what did I tell you about the onions? Onions, Yugiri! Two of you were away for quite some time. Is everything alright? You know damn well! You know damn well with your fucking onions, Yugiri! You gotta stop! Okay. There are yet more villages to visit and offerings to collect. The preparations are proceeding apace. Soon the people will have one less cause to be tempted down the path of despair. Of course, there still remains a problem of the blasphemy. Former conscripts will remain at the Kiankan until it has been dealt with. We will slay the beast in due time, but before that, I would be honored if you were present for the funeral rites. Pray speak with Yugi when next you visit the Enclave, and she will tell you more of the proceedings. Alright, we got soup! Soup! And now, it is time to fight, and also hold a funeral and drink soup. Or maybe the carrot nibbles. I do have a lot of those. Not much soup. Anyway. As ever, your timing is impeccable. We but moments ago completed preparations for the funeral. I will inform Lord Hien of your arrival. Thank you. You're here. Excellent. The blasphemy continues to shun our settlements, and I need to make the most of the time its absence afforded us. I assume you were planning to take part in the ceremony? Yep. Glad to hear it. Unfortunately, Gosetsu will not be joining us today. What? He's injured himself, as I knew he would with his secret training, and now grumbles from the confines of his bed. But he will be fine in due course. We may worry over his convalescence after the funeral. Gosetsu. Swallows compass. Where is that again? Oh. Okay, so just take the etherite out and okay. It's been a while since I did the Four Lords questline, so my memory's a bit bad on where certain dungeons are located. What the heck? Okay. Here we go. Whee! The villagers should arrive here ere long. Then we may begin. Alright. Time for the duty. Lord Hien, I apologize, my lord, for my past transgressions. I yearn to believe my daughter was a kami reborn, but you were right. She is a monster. Words can ill express my shame for advocating the conscripts be sacrificed to appease the dead. Nay, this ceremony shall serve far, far better. And so, as a humble citizen of Doma, I offer my deepest gratitude, and beg for your forgiveness. I would make an offering on behalf of my husband and son, as well as my dear stepdaughter Minato. I throw myself on your mercy, Lord Hien. Allow them a place within the mausoleum, that their spirits may know peace. There's no need to beg forgiveness, Kisei. Please rise. Ah, fuck. Ah, damn. God damn it. She will come for you. God damn it. Nero's giving her the benefit of the doubt. God damn it. I could call me. She gave her life to draw out the blasphemy. Ah, shit. Okay, funeral's gonna have to wait. We gotta... Oh. Izanami. Let's do this. With the Endwalker boss theme. You know the drill at this point because this is like the 4th real quest line. Not dance partner. Can I dance partner? Yes! Yes! I can dance partner. Let's fucking dance, bitch! Man! Misguided retribution. Oh.
For you, Father!
Why am I taking so much more damage than the rest of the guys? What the fuck? Okay. Oh jeez. Ah!
Concentrate!
I forgot to eat. Soup.
It is nothing. shinobi's power.
Oh, yeah, my health. Oh, all of our health is bad. Okay. Oh. Ooh. Just double checking my item levels. Like, is my item level bad? And it's just like, no. Kusetsu! Oh. Hello? Apologies for the untimely arrival, my lord. Oh, did he? Multi-class and healer? Hey! Setsu, what is that staff? Pilgrimage proved a more enlightening experience, and it is where I chanced to discover the benefits of aesthetic training. I may no longer be fit to wield a blade, my lord. Shugendo affords me another way to turn the tide of battle. He picked up a healer role. Let's go! Let's go! Healer Kosetsu! Nice. Stubborn as ever. Shall have to thank you later. Just put an end to this. Ah! Let's go! Try you. Also, welcome, Mighty. Hope your day is going well. Just in time for this. Alright. Setsu, you are getting my fucking dance partner because you're the damn goat Setsu. Step. And watcha.
For you, father.
Stacking Setsu. Nice. Hee-hoo.
Breathe of the shinobi's power. Just but a scratch.
Woo! Huh. GG's. Oh. Announcer duty complete. Unless I missed it. Deceive her to the bitter end. But she is still a daughter of Doma. She will have a proper burial and her family's belongings enshrined with the other. Aw. Yeah, fair. Monkey. I have gathered you here today not to speak of the future, but to reflect on the past, to pay respects to loved ones fallen on the field of battle. Can I read? In honor of their sacrifices, the sons and daughters of Doma shall be given a place here, at the Swallow's Compass. Though they no longer walk with us in life, they walk with us in spirit. Pray never forget their bravery, let the memories of their legacy give you comfort and strength. Maruya Motokawa, the aspiring painter. He was a man who saw beauty in all things, and one day would have become a renowned artist in Kugane. Motosue Jito, the warrior in training. He longed to become a samurai like his father and bring honor to his family. Suzushiro Kotakumi, the carpenter, a man who wholly dedicated to his craft, who hoped to one day pass on his talents to his two loving children. Damn. Yugiri, please stop cutting onions. Not the music! And lastly, Minato Shihogaki, and her stepmother Kisei. Theirs was once a happiness to be envied. Minato's parents were murdered by Imperial soldiers, and after being rescued by the Confederacy, Minato was given into the care of the village of Isari. Though she arrived with a broken heart, it was soon mended by the man who would become her husband, the son of Kisei, who herself had been born to Isari on winds of tragedy. Kisei was a child of the deep, born in Sui no Sato. For her gifts she was exiled, but with her courage and tenacity found a new home on the shores of the Ruby Sea. She was a devoted wife and mother. Though not related by blood, she loved Minato as if she were her own. That is how she lived, how they all lived, and how they should be remembered. Let your hearts swell not with sorrow, but with joy for their memory. Know that proof of their mark left on this world shall remain here, enshrined within the Swallow's compass for all eternity. Yugiri, what did I tell you about the fucking onions? Oh, that music. Oh. Let still our voices and in silence pray for their souls, that they may share in the peace we have found. Oh, why did the music have the time so perfectly? The onions. I see you over there, Yugiri. You ain't slick, just cutting onions over at the side. You bitch. Ow. Oh, fuck. GG, fellas. It was sad too. Traditionally, the royal mausoleum is reserved for the ruling clans, but I have no doubt Lord Kyan would approve of his son's decision. Yeah. Well, I certainly wasn't expecting battle with a blasphemy as a prelude to the ceremony. At least now we may breathe easy, if only for a short while. The villagers have all returned home, and I believe it is time we did the same. Yay! We return to the Dome and Enclave. Eh? Damn. I am not yet well versed in healing magics, but thankfully it was enough to be of some use to Lord Yen. Dude. Bro deadass walks in on a level 90 duty without his jobstone. What a fucking Chad. We've held a national funeral and slain a blasphemy besides. A rather productive day, would you not agree? Former conscripts will be elated to finally return home. Speaking of returns, I think I speak for us all when I say your appearance at the Swell's Compass came as something of a shock. Much of your injuries from training. Quite painful for some time, I assure you. Despite my best efforts to reclaim my former skills, my back and hips vigorously protested. I planned to sleep that I might be well rested for the morrow's hunt, but a voice called out to me. I was needed, and so I grabbed my cane and ran as quickly as my ailing body would allow. Did you heard someone call you? Cane suits you, Kosetsu. But your mastery of healing magics was a sight to behold. Almost as surprising as your resurrection following the fall of Domo Castle. I am still but a novice in dire need of training. It is my hope that I will be able to refine my aesthetic arts during my next pilgrimage. So you're leaving, then? Worry not, Lord Yen. Should you find yourself in dire straits once more, I shall fly to your side. Not as a samurai, perhaps, but I will nonetheless give our enemies cause to tremble. And with that, I take my leave. Yeah, why may just be goated with the sauce? They are not to be fucked with. They got glare, motherfuckers. Yuri, please stop cutting onions. With the spouse. It may be years, if not decades, until we truly make peace with our past. We have turned a corner and begun to heal. We may look to the future unburdened by grief ignored and sadness denied. The path ahead is ever fraught with peril, but we shall walk it with eyes unclouded, and with pride. You have done so much for us, for Doma. I wish there was more I could do for you. If I may ask one last favor, before you leave, please inform our representative at Ratsahan that the blasphemy has been vanquished, and the people of Doma are safe. With any luck, our experiences here will prove useful to other nations that yet grapple with these beasts. Okay. Oh god. Excuse me. Fuck. Going the wrong way. I keep messing up where the door to this room is. Master Koner, you are returned. What word from Doma? Blasphemy's dead, everybody's cool. Blasphemy is no more. That is most wonderful news. I must inform the other delegates at once. They're in the room with us. Thank you again for answering our summons. If another threat should rear its dastardly head, I pray we can count on your assistance again. Sick. Thank through the materia. Yay! Alright. That was the physical range DPS role quests. And whenever I next do role quests, probably sometime next week before Wednesday, it'll be the healer. And now let me go. And I can probably guess already there's gonna be plenty of onion ninjas following me from Doma. Yeah. Anyway. That. I'm gonna call it a day. Let's find someone to raid. Okay, it looks like someone going by Vicky Bunny Angel is playing Shadowbringers? At least according to the title, but let's see, it looks like they're currently more at the Gold Saucer. Yeah, no judgment. Gold Saucer's great, which reminds me I still need to get my mini cactbot. So yeah. Thanks again for tuning in, and for now it'll be time to be tuned out. Have a good time, y'all. Peace.